Hasan Piker, Himbo Supreme, Daddy Commie Bucks, the Cussy Connoisseur, the guy who's probably watching this video right now. Mwah. I've always felt a certain level of connection with Hasan because I think I somehow accidentally ended up with the head that belongs on his body. I mean, look at it. It's gigantic. And he's got a little tiny old baby head. If we were to both step into a teleporter, like in The Fly, we might actually come out looking like two regular people. But I digress. Let's get to the point of this video, ladies and gentlemen and NBs. Streamers live their lives under a microscope. Simply buying a house, flirting with a girl, or having a tiny little head gets broken down and discussed ad nauseum. Which makes me think it's high time we take that Hasan slide out of the microscope and put chat under the same level of scrutiny, because let's be honest, we have it coming. In order to pretend this video is in any way scientific, let's pretend I'm writing a paper for a shitty college elective and start with an acknowledgement. Up until now, we've all known that everyone's chat has their own distinct and unique personality, but we've also had no real definitive answer as to which ones are good and which ones are bad. Well, good news, everyone. I am the law, and I will decide.
You betray the law!
Stop! Quit having fun. Now, this isn't gonna be any old simple or monotonous task. In order to better understand chat, I'm gonna have to become one of them. I'm gonna have to walk a mile in their Yeezys. I'm gonna have to become the ultimate HasanAbi head. So I donned the socialist uniform, bought a plane ticket, and flew to Cuba to try and assimilate to the culture. I couldn't find a Porsche, so this Ferrari will have to do. I found another interesting feature of my Airbnb. It's got this cute little window in the... Jesus Christ! Oh cool, my Airbnb has a nice window behind the bed. I wonder what's out there. Oh! Now that I've established my social credit and am inarguably a good and experienced HasanAbi chatter, let me show you the proof that my methodology worked. Oh no, dude! Hang on, chat, gotta flip my chicken. Huh? I told you I'm qualified. I know this stream inside and out. So let's get to the review. To start on the lighter end of my findings, I've actually realized that HasanAbi is a pretty apt name for the channel. Hasan has a very sibling-like relationship with his fans. He'll repeatedly say that he loves them and they're always cool to him in person, but that doesn't stop them from trying to annoy the shit out of him at any chance they get. Just like a little brother would.
Luckily, none of you guys are cringe. I love all of you. And when I see you out and about, you guys are all dope and awesome. And don't do shit like this.
You fucking garbage, subhuman scumbag.
I feel like Chad is playing a similar game to Legolas and Gimli in Lord of the Rings, except instead of counting how many kills they get, they're counting how many stunlocks per hour they can achieve. Forget that kill-death ratio, nerds. This is a much more important metric. I'm actually surprised there isn't a leaderboard yet. To further drive this point home, when Hasan does react content, it typically takes him over an hour to finish a 10-minute video. And that's simply because he has to pause the video every 20 seconds to have an argument with any member of chat who can type in a full sentence.
Brother, do you know how much I pause a singular video? The amount of the sheer volume of pause per second alone turns it into entirely separate content.
I'm sad to report that this just isn't sustainable behavior. How many times can one man be stunlocked before he's depleted and disappears into the ether? According to my calculations and current trends, Hasan's last brain cell will leave us by 2030. His hippocampus will have fully rotted and entered a near unrecoverable state. We have to conserve this finite resource of ours if we want our children to experience the same life that we once did. And while we're talking about conservation, at just about any point in a Hasan stream, you can glance over at chat and see someone getting banned. When is he gonna have no audience left to talk to? Will we mine the earth dry or die from the attempt? Solemn, I know, but these are the questions I ask, so you don't have to. One other thing we have to consider is the very same things we meme about are the things that weird alt-right drones will use against him. It's probably because outsiders can't tell that we aren't serious, but that can be dangerous.
Your stans meme so hard that it reads as real hatred. So many people just straight up tweet insults about you that 100% read as negative to outsiders. Yeah, I think that's the other thing. Literally, people think like, you know, my community just fucking despises me. And then other people jump on the hate train every single time. Like, and they take it seriously. It's crazy.
To wrap this section up, Hasan's chat on the surface appears to have an insane amount of contempt for him. More so than the average streamer even, but it's often, occasionally, in jest. Not to say the average chatter even knows what that means. I feel like at this point in the video, I should mention that I'm typically a YouTube fraud. I know. Give me a fucking second. Put your pitchforks down. I only mention that because it's an interesting user experience, and doubly so with Hasan. To the grizzled chat veteran, this probably won't be news to you, but for the average person who clicked on this video, mwah, this is the pièce de résistance. I mean, look at this shit. I was shocked. Hasan's viewers have created an entire industrial complex just based on uploading his clips. Each and every one of these channels is monetized and run by someone who is not Hasan himself, and he allows it, with the odd threat of intervention when the titles start getting a little too horny.
I love my clips industrial complex. You know this. I ride for them. I talk to my partner manager and shit to make sure that they're protected.
This man is single-handedly supporting dozens of teenagers in their modern-day equivalents to part-time jobs just so they can afford some weed and G Fuel for the party this weekend. He's basically running a dictator-style city-state at this point, and it's entirely based on fear. He whips chat into shape by yelling at them, and he controls their behavior with a socialist iron fist. And I'm not even flavoring my findings. He says as much himself.
I'll be honest. Like, I think my community's pretty good. Like, I whip them a lot. Like, I fucking yell at them a lot.
I'm just left here wondering how long until he detaches from the continental United States and turns his 7,000-acre property into a sovereign nation. Well, probably just as soon as he can figure out the logistics of the Tendi supply chain. He's truly doing the Lord's work. And bust out the fucking champagne, because over the last couple of years, I've even started to believe in socialism myself. And that's even after the union-made ideology merch I ordered to wear in this video took over 8 months to get here.
Cover those titties, you fucking slut. Cover them up, you fucking slut.
I'll give this chat 3.5 hammers out of a sickle. And you know that's an honest rating because I'd get way more views if I was a hater instead. This is the part of the video where I would make a top of the hour ad break joke, but I'm unfortunately not monetized, so bye.